Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on travel graphs. A travel graph is a special type of graph made up by using a number of straight lines to show the distance travelled from one point to another. The following points are useful to know. The average speed is worked out by taking the distance and dividing it by the time. That will normally give you the average speed in kilometres per hour. When you see a horizontal line, for example like this one, or that one there, that means that the time is happening, the time is elapsing, because that doesn't stop, but no distance is taking place, which means we are at a stationary period. That is, someone's having a rest. Whoever is going on the journey is actually resting. A sloped line like this one, or this one, that determines the speed. So the steeper the line, the faster the speed. So that's basically what all that's about. So let's look at the first example, which has to do with this graph here. The graph below shows a leisurely trip to the beach and back home again. So basically what the graph is telling us is that the journey started at 8 a.m. and then the first part of the travel, or the journey, travelled for 40 kilometres, because that's the distance, and stopped at 9 a.m. See, there's 9 a.m. there. Then there was a rest period from 9 a.m. till 9:30. The journey then resumed at 9:30 and went then for a total of 90 kilometres. So that's 90 kilometres from the start. Then there was a rest period for 1 hour. And after that, which was 11 a.m., we came back home again. So that's basically what the graph is telling us. Now on the next slide we can look at some questions that we can answer by using that graph. The first one, answer the following questions from the graph on the previous slide. What is the distance from A to B? Now the answer is the distance from A to B is 40 kilometres. So let's quickly go back and have a look. From A to B, there's the distance, 40 kilometres. You don't take that as the distance, that just tells you the speed, because remember, the slope of the line has to do with the speed. So the first question, the distance from A to B is 40 kilometres. Let's have a look at the second question. How long was the first rest period? The answer was the first rest period was from 9 a.m. till 9:30, which was 30 minutes. Let's go back and have a look at that. So the first rest period was from 9 a.m. to 9:30, and that was 30 minutes. Let's look at the next question. At what time did the second rest period start? The second rest period started at 10 a.m. Let's have a look. And there it is there. That's the start of the second rest period, because that line is flat, and that started at 10 a.m. Next question. What was the average speed from A to D? The average speed from A to D was 90 kilometres over 2 hours, which is 45 kilometres per hour. So we're looking at the average speed from A to D. Let's have a look. Sorry, we go back. From A to D, there's A. Now from A to D, the travel was 90 kilometres. See, 90. And that took 2 hours. So 90 kilometres over 2 hours gives you 45 kilometres an hour. Next question. See, 90 kilometres over 2 hours is 45 kilometres per hour. Number 5. What was the total distance travelled from A to F? The distance from A to F is 180 kilometres. Let's go back and look. From A to F, There were 4 hours altogether for the round trip. It was 90 kilometres in that direction, then there was a rest, and 90 kilometres here, so there's your 180 kilometres. And the last question, how long did it take to get from E to F? It took 1 hour to get from E to F. Let's have a look at that. From E to F was from 11 AM till noon, so indeed that was 1 hour. Okay, so that's it. So basically the video looked at travel graphs and we've answered a few questions.